Okay, in the DMP tournament, the finalist is Anna Laughlin, and the winner from Las Vegas, Nevada, the one, the only, the infamous Aaron Faust.
Hello, this is Marty Storer, warring between Super Bowl parties and commenting on the Masters final at Texas Championships. Victor Ashkenazi is playing Boris Dekhtyar.
The doubles event, the finalists, Dan Menardi and Mark Emmerich from Colorado, and the doubles champions in Texas, the well-loved and beloved mother-daughter team. Sorry, mother-son team. Sorry, Carrie. Mother-son team of Laura and Carrie Hardy.
So this is a 13-point match in the finals of the Masters in Texas. And Victor Ashkenazi is one of the world's best players. He is playing the brown checkers, the black checkers, as I like to say. We've got a mutual holding game so far with Boris is anchored on Victor's bar point, and Victor's anchored on Boris's 5 point. The race is close. Victor's got a 6-3, and he keeps all his points. He plays his only spare checkers, the only spare checker on the midpoint to the 4 point safely. That was Boris who did that. And now Victor rolled a 6-4, and he used a couple of spare checkers to make his 2 point. The race is still close. I've got an XG screen over here. Extreme Gammon, the robot, is assisting us here. And this is just this kind of game. Neither side wants to leave a direct shot with a close race and get hit, and they want to keep useful points and maintain timing. They don't want to be forced to bury checkers or like that. And Boris has already been forced to play a third checker to his 2 point. He's got 5 checkers deep in his board, 2 in his 3.3 and his 2 point. Justin Noel is back.
Thank you. I have beer and food.
There's beer and food. I'll fight you for it. No, just kidding. I just had some diet soda. So there goes the XG screen. Oh no, it's back. Okay. The XG feed is back. And now Victor's playing the dark checkers on the bottom. I called him Boris once. He could have come off the anchor, but that would be very risky. And Victor has got, Victor has got to play safely, and if he can, if he makes his 3 point, he won't have a good one. So he plays his blot down to the 9 point, and now, okay, so Victor can place. That was Boris playing that, not Boris is playing the white checkers, and Victor's playing the dark checkers. So now it's double ones for Boris, and he shifts from the 8 point to the 9 point and keeps his back checkers on the opposing bar point. Again, it's a close race. It's Victor Ashkenazi. No, Boris is. Whose 5-1 is that?
Thinking about coming out Victor's.
Victor's got 5-1, so he's thinking about breaking his anchor versus playing low in his board.
He's already made the 8 point.
So it's not hopeless to come out. It might be hopeless. I just don't know it. But okay, so he hasn't played anything yet. He's got a whole. I guess he's got his. And he was okay, so he's playing a 1 for sure, making his 1 point. And now does he play 6-1, or does he play 20-15, making himself vulnerable to an attack? And he's up 11 pips, raw pips at least.
So he's going to consider this. I'm not sure what he's going to do.
I don't know the right play myself.
I think I like
by
coming
looking.
out.
But coming out is like, okay, you have to come out sometime. You got a 4-point board. It's not great to bury checkers. If you don't come out now, it might not be so easy to come out later.
He wants to do it before he covers the 3.
And he's got a blot on his board now. That's right. So, but Victor is still, he's thinking about it, and he's...
It's not going to get any easier next roll.
Now Victor has got I think Victor, a personal bias he's got is to not prefer a loose play when a tight, solid play presents itself, even if the loose play might be fine. So I'm going to predict he's going to make this play, but he's a fine player. Off the top of my head,
$1 he comes out.
You'll bet me $1. All right,
Oh,
taken.
$1.
I'll taken.
Oh, I owe you $1.
When you're right about the safe play, you generally think, I'm cashing in this tournament.
Right by a lot.
Yeah. So
Over 200.
Huh?
Well,
yeah. So Victor, what I assessed as Victor's personal proclivity in backgammon turned out to lead him to the right play.
Well, his proclivity is to make the right play.
That is a good proclivity to have. The man is a fine player. And the another thing against coming out, obviously, Victor did only have a 4-point board with 2 high points open. So if Boris attacked and then got hit back, he could easily survive. It wasn't like it was a big gain or a huge gain if things worked out. It wasn't like a winning. A hit was not a winner for Victor.
There's that 5-1 problem again. Wow. You're going to break your 6-point now. I mean, it's even worse now, right?
So it was a 5-1 by.
No right to not break it. That was a big blunder. Now we have to pass the cube.
Wow.
Assuming he thinks he can take it that way.
Maybe he was planning to pass in any case. So this is, and he did pass. He correctly passed, and.
But if he dumped it in his board, he could have fit.
Wow. Yeah. So this shows how difficult the game backgammon is, where there's short-term tactics involved, and you have to make a concession either way, which one you make. And what about the race, and what happens if? And so Victor Ashkenazi made a good play with one 5-1, and then he made a bad play with another one. And
I would have made the bad play with both times right.
Justin's another good player, and he would have made a bad play, and I don't even know what I would have done. I'd have to think hard, but next jar opens with a 6-1, and Victor relies on the 5-5, and Boris brings 2 builders down, and that's thematically right. I mean, you want to build and not expose your back checkers to attack. If you're not going to build, you should probably bring both back checkers up. But I would have played.
Lost a 5.
I would have played as Boris did. I mean, yeah, Boris brought builders, and now, and Justin endorsed slotting the 5 with Boris's 4-1, and Boris promptly did so. He knows that Victor's got a lot of checkers forward, and he's going to have a hard time building a prime, and if he gets an advanced anchor, it'll be good. So Victor hit back, and Boris fanned on the 2-point board, and with 10 checkers of the zone, and there was a direct shot and a lead in the race and some attacking chances, and it says not a pass. It says a close take or a close-ish take. But it's, the double was probably quite like a massive mistake not to double. So standard replied opening 4-3 down is to
4-3,
play
you
down.
Split with 2. The other way is you bring down.
Yeah, you split with 3-2, 5-2, and try to frustrate the opposing builders. And after 4-3, 4-3, Victor has rolled double twos and he's made his 22 and 4 points, which is it's sort of standard to make your 4 point with early double twos and unstack your 6 point. It used to be thought you could make the 20 point and that was really, really good. But so what was it?
That was a big blunder to not split.
Oh, with a deuce. Yeah, the idea behind splitting with a deuce is to not get primed as much, to put a diversion in your opponent's way. If he makes the 5 point, then you might get a direct 6 shot back, or you might make the 22 point, and you're fighting against the prime very directly. And it's very hard to prime Victor, who's sitting on the 22 point with an anchor. You know, he's got a partial prime. He's got a doubly broken 4 primes. He has 9, 8, 6, 4 points. He's got a stack of 4 on his 6 point, strip midpoint, builder on the 11 point. And now he's rolled. Now Boris has a 3-1, and he can. Yeah, so he can slot. He can make the 5 point. He could split his back checkers, and try to weather the storm of attack. And he elected to keep his 8 point and slot his 5 point and keep his anchor. So, I think I'm going to. I'm getting a little hungry. So. Yeah, I've been. It's getting. Well, but I'm.
Because Neil's playing too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Neil's playing as well.
So this is all. I may return after dinner or something. I don't know. There's still more to be played, right?
This is the last one.
Oh, this is the last one.
It's the last match of the day.
Well, you're in capable hands. The readers are in capable hands with Justin Earl. And I may not make it back for the. But if I can make it back in comments some more, I'd love to. But I'm gonna.
Do you want to see if they'll let you get a plate from upstairs and bring it down? I'm
probably gonna need something else. But thanks anyway. Okay. So,
thanks for everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck and much skill to the players. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting match, no matter who wins. Yeah, coming out with a 4 is de rigueur, but he's already got the cube. Okay, well, I'm signing.
Interesting.
Marty Starr signing off temporarily or permanently. So off we go.
Cool. Thank you. I mean, you might as well, right?
Oh, he cracked another point.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I feel really bad about cracking that other point.
Block it.
What are my chances?
Take advantage of the weakness. 2-5, he hits back, but all that means is he gets to pick up more checkers. But the 3s and 5s are duplicated to hit and cover, so 2-6 doesn't help much. Might as well keep on hitting. I heard your name. You can find me in the club. No? We'll come with you. When I pull up out front, you see that? All right. Say it again.
Welcome to my world.
I always have a hard time covering the point in between the 2 points because oftentimes it ends up being wrong, but in certain circumstances it ends up being right. So
I would like to improve the back game with 2-3 to 1-3. Yeah.
bring the 5 down maybe from 14 to just to give yourself more covers of the bar point. If you get the bar point, this game is really shut down with 4 guys stuck on the 24 point. His timing is really poor. Do this and slot the next one. You could hit the other guy.
Overtime in the back game?
Yeah, but overtime or undertime, it's just one of these things where, yeah, the top 3 are all within the same, what, 1%?
Yeah.
Sometimes getting hit is good for you. You want to have the back slotted instead of made because it hurts the other team's timing, where they want to have so much timing to hold those points where they don't bury all their checkers. Getting hit back really is not a bad thing, especially when you got the 24 point pinned in with the checkers on the bar. And hit, you know. If anything, it wasn't the ace hitting that was wrong, it was the 3.
Yeah, 17, 13.
13. Yeah, right. So this double 5s belongs to white. Well, there you go. This is one way to lose a backgammon game. You needed to stop the double 5s from the match before.
So you can roll a 2-5 now and keep the back game.
Yeah, you need it too quick. Those 5s come around. She just, wow.
One's going to come out of it. You just hit on the 2 point.
1, 2, and then slot the bar. No? Maybe just out all the way? This is just terrible. He rolls a 5, you're done. Stuck in a back game, losing 40 pips of timing like this, it's really bad. Another fan. What's he going to win this game coming forward? I doubt it. Another 5. Well, obviously the 5 has to hop out, so the 6 covers the deuce. And then you need to be missed again, and then roll double 2s followed by double 5s, and then maybe, just maybe, you got a chance. 6-3. Well, the fan happened. Any 2? Whoa, what did he miss the box? 6-4. Well, there's the 4. Yeah, but he's giving himself a chance. 5-4. See, Victor, I don't even think he cares right now that he's on the roof. Until he sees a 2, he's fine. 2-5.
Nice.
2-5. There's almost nothing better. Double 2s maybe, but 2-5 gives you a chance. Right? Okay, now he feels it a little bit. Oh, double 3 is not good enough.
Very fragile. He has to keep getting 2s.
Yes, he does. But they're on there.
They're on there.
It happens. It definitely happens. And if you think about it, Victor hasn't rolled an ace in half a year. Now you got a slot. All right? So, there's the ace.
Dance for a while.
Dance for me, baby. Dance. Now, ace 5, make it funny. 3-6. That's it's better than any other entering number except for 3-5 or 3-2. Coming in on the ace would have been really bad. This doesn't even break the board. This is all right. Needs another 2 or a 5 pretty quick. Oh, oh. No. there's the 2, but the 4. So you do this 2 for sure, and then you just play from 6 to 2. And just leave it. You've got the anchors again, so what do you care?
Still have a 4 prime at least.
I mean, the other option is to hit, but you don't really want to be on the ace.
Yeah, I'd rather keep the solid 4.
It might be okay. It gives him more chances to get hit.
He didn't show any tough colors.
That's good then. Yeah, this could help him retime the game.
That hitting was right.
Good. And plus it forces him to hit those guys instead of just passively asking him to hit it when he leaves, you know? What do you do with the 2 there?
He stepped up off his anchor.
Is that right?
Yep. No. 6-4 was better. Better to break the board.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need those. Well, okay, you know? Looking bad. That's a way to try to ruin his timing some more. His board's already busted. Step up with the 2 again. No need to leave it back there.
Double gammon.
Saves a few. Not worried about getting hit. No need to lift it. 5-6 is forced double hit. No choice. This is a good time for double 5s. Where's Boris's favorite? No.
You gotta play 6-4 and try to do damage control.
Hey, Carol. Doesn't miss a beat, baby.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing fancy you can do in this position for white. You know, you just need 4 double 5s in a row, and you should be all right. Take the first one. I don't know. I just come all the way out. I don't really want another extra block rolling around. Boris is thinking about it.
A lot of times you want to make that.
I like this. Yeah, I mean, if he rolls an ace, now you got more guys back and more gammons lost, right? You're giving shots around the board. Now, look at this 5-3. Come out with the 5, please. Yeah. Like, you want to hit the guy, but not that bad. Well, I mean, it's definitely better than it was. Definitely much better than it was. 3-4, you just come off. Hope you're not hitting those directs. But he is. Gammons are back on. Not like they were ever off for long, but all right, 3, and then the ooh. You got to come into the direct contact because you don't want to break your board anymore. Got the 6 the hard way. 3-5 hits back. What's he trying to make a game out of this? Don't fan. No, he doesn't. All right, and he gets the hit back. Strong. Yeah. Another 3-5. They're just going to repeat the position. You know those games where you keep on slashing the guy on the ace when he's behind the prime? And if he just continually rolls an ace every time you hit him loose, the game could technically never end. Technically. Could never end. It's their decisions, right? Has it been bringing them down?
Yeah, most of these have been small.
What's he looking at? Fives. Yeah, this puts pressure there. And here's where we see it. Oh. Big one? No. He hits. I swear I'd still be on the roof from getting hit 6 rolls ago. I swear he's due. Isn't that the way it works? Which roll is this? Oh yeah, it's whites. Okay, just ace. Level 3s. I just go to the ace point. I want him to break the 4. In a lot of these positions, you just really want him to crunch and just stay. Just put the checkers there, hold. And things get awkward, and he still has a 4-point board, and then you lose. Oh, the worst. There you go. Well, 3s, 2-3, same thing. 6-2. Well, here you go. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh,
Boris
right.
never misses. Oh, glad you got a fan. Double 6s? No. 5-3. Yeah, but not that bad. Oh, there's the 5s. Take them off. This guarantees you won't be double blotted with any roll you have next, right? Or the same couldn't be said if you played from 6 to 1. Or to watch. Button on the left. Hold it on. Put it on.
I'll say a few words if I can think of something clever to say.
I was at a funeral and they said, "Could somebody please come say a word?" And I said, "Yeah, plethora." And they're like, "Thanks, that means a lot."
Well, while we were babbling, something fairly dramatic happened. They had a double shot.
Double shot to still lose. No, it's a rough one. You could pull those off, obviously, but It's unlikely. But I've been seeing a bunch of unlikely things happening today, so.
That is sort of the beauty of backgammon. You play 4 days of backgammon all day long, and you're going to see some really crazy stuff, guaranteed.
After 55 moves, Victor kind of claims his crowd.
Well, it did bring their PRs down, all those decisions, right? For whatever that's worth. Just hoping for a 16 cube so we can watch the Super Bowl.
5:30 start. Soon.
Getting there. Well, I'm sure you made a good bet, you know? Boxes? I come out. I don't want to strip the mid. I don't want to stack it on the 6. So is he going to step up or just advance the anchor? Yeah. All right.
I want to give your opponent good 6s from the bar. Everybody's got an anchor now. Get an anchor. There we go. Bing.
That doesn't help as much as making the offensive 5.
Inner point? Outer point. Probably inner point usually, but
I would say
that's
outer
very
point.
Nice, very nice blocking point there.
I say outer point here. And then you can hop
Oh,
out
yes.
with the 4.
Yeah, that's very
I
balanced.
think blocking the 6s is better than making the inner point. There was a question like that in another one of the games we saw earlier today too. And it was right again to block the 6 instead of making the inner 4 points. But then I think the guy playing didn't do either.
Oh.
22-13.
Hey guys, good luck in the final. Nice seeing you.
Take care.
Hopefully I'll see you in Chicago. Take care.
I didn't see it.
He was supposed to run off the anchor?
Break the anchor. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he could have run off. What was his number? 4 or 5?
I'm headed out. We'll drive up Austin. All right. I'll have him do this.
Yeah.
He likes to come.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Good tournament.
Maybe next time when you win, you'll play well too. No, I'm joking.
Ouch, that's
Shots fired. Boop, 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 boop. Just kidding. Whose roll is this? Boris.
He has a 5 yet to
He has
play.
a 5 still.
I come out. I mean, the theme of the day with Boris is just not seeing the opportunities to try to improve his flexibility. How big is it? Yeah, I mean, listen, when you start putting checkers in spots like that, you know you got to offer the other play, because if you're passing after making that play, why not take the chance and make the one that will improve your position the most? That way, if you're missed, obviously you've improved, and if you're hit, well, you were screwed anyway. So you at least tried your best to do what you could do to make your position better.
You know you're going to be passing. You got to really ask yourself if there's any play you could have made.
Yeah, and obviously the better play that you can do to take is just to play out. So, Steve Sachs in the building. How are you, sir? Good. You want a microphone? All right. Good. Let me turn this thing on. All right. Steve Sachs is in the building.
Hello, everybody.
Backgammon Hall of Fame member.
I qualified to do commentary about my excellent performance this week.
I did too. You know, they're like, oh, your PRs have been great with every one of your losses.
How's your luck factors been?
Well, oh, miserable. Every opponent I've had, I swear their luck factor is like a 5+ on me.
Oh my.
Which I hear is unbeatable.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. So let's see. Victor's playing the brown checkers. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Cube's in the middle. So
Cube's in the middle for now. So it's Boris's role, right? Or is he playing the 6-1, or is it his cube decision? So I mean, he's down in the match.
yeah, it's an easy pass. Question is whether it was too good or not. Double fives would be Boris's worst number, but other than that, you can escape with even numbers and hit loose with 3 potentially. 53. Easy pass.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of a consideration there, especially.
It was too good? Yeah, I thought it might be close. Pretty well so far.
Yeah, the current PRs are Victor's playing a 2.56 and Boris is playing a 5.31 after that last game. I was just talking with someone, and where XG just doesn't really calculate the type of decision being made, right? Kind of all value them equally, you know, taking checkers off versus complicated middle game or opening plays.
Counting as a decision.
As a decision, yeah. Well, exactly.
Or intentionally leave your checker on the 19 point till the last minute.
I do that.
Save the backgammon.
I do that intentionally all the time, especially when playing on Galaxy, because it matters, right?
How's a robot supposed to know what humans find difficult?
It could grade. It could grade the game. You know, if it tracked all of the games that were played, and it could determine what types of positions more blunders were made in versus other types of positions, it could actually start to adjust its play to how you play based on your tendencies. And maybe XG could play stronger than just bot moves the entire time. It could capitalize on your tendencies as a player.
Look forward to that feature in XG version 5.
I'll wait for version 3. We've been waiting a decade already, right?
Yeah. It's a little bit problematic moving up just because 3s, 4s, and 5s attack and aces and deuces move up. A little bit of diversification.
So Victor heard you.
No, this isn't the Mike Postle situation where it's got a bone conductor. What is it? The bone conducting headphones built into the hat. Yeah, you need your 6s
This
out.
isn't a hat on it. I don't see him playing a hat.
It was cold yesterday in that room. Mike Postle, yeah. He had, first he was looking at his phone and he had some software that was built into his phone where it was relaying the information from the RFID cards to his screen so he could see it. And then they have these headphones that are bone conductor headphones where it doesn't make a sound, but the vibrations you can actually hear in your head. And he had something built into his hat, allegedly.
Was it a top hat?
But the thing is, he could only pull this off while playing on live stream, right? So every hand that he played when he was cheating was recorded. And so when people started to suspect him, they had these online detective type people going through every single one of his hand histories.
I don't think it's quite a double here, especially leading 4-2. He does have the advantage. Interesting choice here. It's a little bit conservative, but 4 shots. You have to go for the extra builder. With what? The 4-1?
Oh, you play 5 to 4, and then you have the 6s to cover, right?
Come on. Too advanced for me.
Yeah, that's out of my pay grade. I'm sorry. Those are the Ramesh plays, you know. You only find those when you play a 1.2.
Again, the 4-1 here. He was supposed to make the 4 points.
Are you
How
sure
big
you
is
started
that?
in the right starting position?
Yeah, he did. He's talking about shifting from 5 to 4 and leaving a blot on the 5.
Alright, this is not so good.
That way you get the point on him and get him off the edge. And if he doesn't roll the 5, he's primed.
Boris is up 3 on roll here. Well.
Because now he's out, trailing in the race, right? Yeah, that's interesting, seeing those sorts of plays. I don't know. That is not a human play. Mochi would consider then decide against it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever seen him bleed? No, I'm kidding. Ooh, don't say yes.
Yeah, it was green. Swap.
Find out he's got superpowers, you know.
Yeah, Mochi just won the Australian tournament.
I watched it. That last game was insane.
He was down 5%.
Insane. Oh yeah. Well worth the watch. I think the match file was uploaded with the video too. But I think I watched it live and then did the transcription myself afterwards. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to know what's really right and wrong in a position, but they both played pretty well.
Paul McGrill, he was a funny guy. He told me one time he was so proud that he'd ever left a shot at midpoint against midpoint. I don't know why he said that, but
Never.
no, just like the 2 against the never left a shot.
Never though.
That was his recollection.
I guess he's always
I haven't been there. I wasn't there the whole time. He was back then.
breaking it early enough to where it doesn't happen, right? Yeah. I never think it's right to do something else and then accidentally roll the 6-1. It's hard, you know? I played 2 down. Yeah, this is my roll too, double 6s. Sign me up. See what his next roll is, 6-1.
Slot 5 and 4.
Yep, that's the play. Your aces after the other guy rolls double sixes are always played, I think, from
That's a panic.
from 6 to
Really
5.
might have been a little bit- really kind of desperate for that.
No, your aces always play from 6 to 5 after the
Yeah.
guy rolls double sixes. Every single time.
So I'm gonna break the mid here with the 6. I mean the 5.
I created a lesson on that one time. I have the Excel spreadsheet in my computer upstairs if you want to see it after the match. Oh yeah, you'll be in the room later, of course. You can see all of my secret material. I don't know who that is.
Can you just pop open that 615? It's kind of like see the numbers on that.
And that's not even a Japanese blunder. That's a real one.
I was curious how.
Oh, check. Under 0.01.
Yeah, exactly. We changed it. We've changed it multiple times. It keeps on going
Can you
back.
pop that up? The
It's
six-
hard.
the
He's
6-1
trying to
there.
keep it going live.
Yeah, double slotting.
What
Right.
did Victor do wrong there? What's the slot on the 4 point?
Yeah. Well, with the what? Oh, the last play,
Well,
the
the
4-2.
4-2 played 8 to 6.
Maybe you're supposed to.
Oh, wow. It's a game winner right there.
It's pretty strong. I
Make
just
the
make the
5 and
5
play
point.
on.
Call it a day.
It does give what, 10 returns, but for what?
Lot on the home board on the other side.
Pretty good.
Alright, now you play on.
Yeah.
Fun. So he's going to stop and think about it for 11 seconds and then roll.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, Victor.
Ah. What was that one?
It's red.
Oh, that's a big one for the play on. It's so annoying to get giant play on blunders. Super annoying. Well, he has today, that's for sure. But that's a play on if I've ever seen one. It's in a match, you know. Guy's still on the roof. You've got almost every checker in the zone.
Yeah, it's almost a free shot.
Yep. Yeah, Boris, sometimes his game plans after the opening roll just aren't what they're supposed to be.
Potential cube action here. Might be a little bit early.
You split and hit.
13, 11, 8, 5.
You split and
Mm,
hit on the
10-5.
ace? No? You don't want to hit here?
I think maybe with the 5-3, he's a little shy of a double, especially with the lack of checkers in the zone.
It's a
That's a monster shot. Probably come out and make the 9.
13-8 split, yeah, okay. It's a little desperate, plus I'm outboarded to hit on the ace, so.
You could just cube, just almost regardless. No, I don't do that. Give him a double 1 and double 3. Just come out and double.
Come out, yeah. Then his aces just turn into
Alright, it's
really
double,
good shots.
probably double pass now.
Yeah, this game's over.
Pretty easy pass. Or can you make a play to tempt Victor to play on? Which you won't?
Well, he didn't play on last time.
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah, Victor's getting his camera out.
I mean, it's like probably like 850 or something like that, no double. Close. Play on. Probably not gonna be there.
Take these if you're a masochist. You haven't really developed much on the other side of the board. You've got your 11 point, but you've got 3 checkers back, guy on the ace point on your own side of the board uncovered. Doesn't look fun to me. It's a small take. I wouldn't mind giving it up anyway.
I mean, Victor's got everything going for him, not to mention the liability of Boris having the checker out of play, so I can't really think it's a take. You'd have to be a much more lopsided score to do it.
Got to take. What does it say? How bad?
950, no
Followed by
double.
6-3. 323 air to take. You know, when you add up all of the positives of Victor's position compared to the nothing of the other side of the board, I mean, sometimes the 11 point can give you a take, but not with all the other things that were going on. So, wow.
Whip.
Swing and a miss. So he rolls a 3 here. He might be in decent shape, or at least much better than it was before. Is he going to hit and cover here instead of make the defensive point?
I should.
I make the defensive point, but I am a little sissy. Yes. I don't like taking too long on plays like that. Anytime I think too long, I think a little wrong. Glad he didn't hit there. That would have scared me. I'm not even sure it wins more, but it definitely loses many more gammons.
Probably slightly wrong to step up. I mean, how far down
I
is
like
being
stepping
raised?
up. I like stepping up.
You don't get the shot on 6-5 now.
They're tied.
Yeah, okay.
31 pips up.
The truck was obnoxious, yeah.
Couldn't we
Sounds
just
sounds like a motorboat.
couldn't we just have a parade of those trucks coming by, like, for half an hour?
No,
Pretty strong.
Transcriber thing, my son. Yeah.
Little
Been freezing in
sixes.
the house?
Where are you off to? Food? Jealous.
Oh, David's got to pick up.
Roll double threes here, personally.
All weekend long, right?
Or worse, if there's anything possible. It's amazing.
just more like 9 waters now. Oh, no.
Roll.
6-3, faded it. I cover. You never know. The shot.
Wow.
No shots. No shots.
Diamond is pretty low percentage. Claim 2 points. 7-3 lead. He's obviously got to bring a checker in.
He didn't cross over inside.
Crossover.
So strange.
Perfectly efficient to come into the.
Hey, what does this just look like?
You wanted to wait to
Yeah, the
do it
phallus
later.
never loses. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
The what?
The phallus never loses.
Yeah.
It's good one. I can't.
Yeah. Is that Boris another double threes?
7-5.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Certain distribution.
Yeah.
I got it.
You can when you're transcribing.
like as brown. That's fine.
Yeah, you can claim. You can go there resigned and you can go gammon or not gammon.
Boris, expect her to make some mistakes or tough decisions or what?
There was one play.
Yeah, that was what, a 150, something like that.
176, I think.
Well, there were 2 play-ons technically, and he doubled both of them and got 1 take. So
Oh.
Yeah, one was a point.
I would say that might be success.
that's probably a good result.
We'll have to see whether Victor knew it was a plan.
I think that might be a
It was-
mistake.
It
The
is. I
second one
think
was just
1310 is just better.
Pretty good roll for a non-joker. Safety.
We're ahead by 5 after the play. And
18-8.
I think I like coming out too.
And the old saying is, what's the worst thing that can happen? Get sent back. We're already back. Anybody who would have been missed?
Play, they're all. I'm about 18 and 8.
Well, you can play one of them, and then you can think of the next one. And since the guy on the 11 isn't aiming at him, I would step up.
Still with the button. Now we need 6s to escape.
You get neither. But what's he taking?
So we joke.
Just make the point. Come
Well,
down.
he maybe he's thinking of making it wrong.
Can they hear us again?
I might think about doubling if I was Victor if the score were closer, but with a 7-3 lead, I think I'm going to wait.
So we're like up to end the race after the play.
I don't think it's a
Oh,
double
wow.
with the score. He does double. I mean, it's a strong position.
Yeah, I'm a big blunder. Was it just team to the 6 maybe? I haven't looked yet.
Well, I mean, leaving yourself double blotted when the guy is on the verge of attacking you just doesn't seem right.
You can break the 8 point.
He took 4-1.
Was it a double? I guess it was a double.
It was a double at that play, yeah.
Alright, so this is what you get when you double slot your board. You hit back and you can play 4-3 and hope for the best. Six. I knew 6 was there.
Always.
Got it. 4. Yeah. Favorable result so far. This is pretty bad. You can break the 10. 10 point. Victor's got a kind of a thin attack.
Break the what point?
10
The 10 point there. Yep. I
4
see
is
it.
duplicated. Hit with an ace would be really strong. 6-3. Well, gotta hit loose. Play 13-7. What's the race like?
He's down.
Oh, he's down a lot. He's gotta hit. He has him outboarded. There's Boris got a blot in his board. I like this a little better than coming out.
Tempted to come out too, but close, 3%.
Oh, Boris redoubles. Wow.
Oh,
That's ambitious.
He redoubles from the roof?
This has to be there.
But even so,
Wow.
even so.
It's not a big error. He's got. Work out on that.
Oh. I think I'm just gonna make the 5 prime here.
I make it in order.
If he hits, he doesn't have a good 3.
Alright.
No, he has the whole move to play. Boris
It's,
just
it's
stayed
Brown's
out.
roll right now.
Okay. So white.
Double fives, yeah.
The double was just or does it have much market loss? How can I do that much better though?
Well, this will help us get to the Super Bowl if it works out, you know. So no complaints from me. I'm hoping to see an 8 cube soon, you know. So hey. Oh, what? And on double gammon, right? Just have it be over. So what's the consideration? So I know he wants to hit the other guy, but he's not going to, right? So
Well, it's only at 2.4, but the gammon somehow works.
he's looking at making the prime out of order and playing down, but I would make the prime in order.
He's still trailing in the race, and the hit isn't that damaging.
What's our computer overlord say?
Yeah, 3-2, 13 times okay. I assume that's what he's saying about. You could also.
Wants the extra
And you're
guy.
down in the race. It's not. It's easy.
Yeah,
Used to escape from there.
Fast, right? Super fast.
yeah. Roll into a rollout like it's nothing.
Wait, when that fan turns on,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the computer.
it's gonna fly off the table.
Starts hovering. I am your new overlord.
Marty McFly's gonna hop on it, take it for a ride.
He's got time, so why not? Be sure it's not him.
That guy that just walked by is wearing Victor's outfit. You see that? That was the same one.
That's his clone.
It's not double.
Yeah. It's just, you're gonna take his place while Victor goes to the bathroom. Keep the match going. It's not double.
Yeah, the rollout actually seems to have it close. I mean, it's 0.03. We're only halfway through.
3%.
Yeah. It loses, yeah, almost 3% more games. He went for the.
Went out of order.
And it worked out.
And he knew it. He knew it. He knew it.
Massive swing.
You know how he knows, right? Because he's got the DeLorean.
So this is. Are we coming out now? I think you really don't want to get trapped. Is that the right two?
For sure it's the right too.
But if you can stop the back of your prime, you're 6
No.
away. No. Okay. Yeah,
Because it gives you more diversified attackers to get the guys on might enter on the 3.
I'm not so much.
All right, that's a pretty good roll. Make the ace point come out.
Oh.
Probably.
Play in.
Yeah. Now he's got good aces and
Good
deuces.
coverage still.
3s and 4s move up. 1s and 2s hit. Boris
Three.
came in with a 3, and he's going to hit him loose.
Gotta
He has
hit.
to.
Wow. Gotta get Gammon. There's no play.
Maybe they can hear us.
Is he?
He can hear us again.
Okay.
He's got super hearing.
Huge roll. Biggest roll of the match. 4 in and out. Make the ace and kill a piece, or he can come out.
Come out, you won't go too far.
Gonna make the ace with the 6. What's the race like? He's crushed in the race, but
You might have to come out with the 5, right?
you hate to put a piece out of play. I mean, you still have liability no matter what
Because
you
he's
do.
going to hit you with the aces and the 2s anyway.
And you don't like him having the points slotted when you dance, right?
Maybe you just get missed. I don't like this. Tell me this is right, though, yeah?
All right, one of his better misses.
Oh, they're all within 1%.
Yeah.
5-2. Well, probably should come out now. Does he consider moving forward, giving Victor a few bad 6s? 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. I think I just slot there. He's gonna be leaving. What's it, 4-3?
4-1, I think.
One on my cameras, and I got a Jackpot. I don't think you Boris Dekhtyar.
Probably put 4-3. No.
Yeah, 4-3 has to be better. He's not playing for contact here. He's just playing for the race. So leaving the blots isn't that important.
Oh, dear.
Oh man, this match is going to go on longer.
Ace point twice. That's a little bit of a mistake. He rolled that well. No matter. Incredible game. 7-7 after
There's a pretty legitimate size error actually to stack the ace like he did.
What should he have done? I mean, I would almost consider 6-2, 4-3, you know, just for the race.
Yeah, it was 6-2-4-3.
Huh? No high fives? Nothing? What? Nothing? No, no one?
Oh, here comes Victor.
No pats?
double sixes.
Oh, wow. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Strong arm. Oh, you missed. Odd now. He's odd. Oh, he rolled the 4. How do you call the 4-1?
So when does Victor think about redoubling? When it's just three checkers against 3 checkers?
I think 2-roll, 2-roll is when I would do it. If I'm still ahead at 2-roll, 2-roll.
He stops missing. That's what he should do.
Well, he's still okay. He's still in the lead, right? So
3-1 and 3-2.
he doesn't want one of those small threes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I redouble at 2-roll, 2-roll. No.
What is 11 to 3 to 13? What's 2 away, 10 away?
I'm gonna guess 15%. Just pure.
I don't do it at
Gotta be
3
less
away,
than
3
that.
away.
I don't think it's a read.
I don't.
Well, he's got
Not here.
And then why did he?
I always do it at 2-roll.
Oh, that's the we're saying the same thing. Then.
Yeah.
take 2 off, man. Didn't matter.
And 2-roll, give it back, please. And then he takes, and then we see what happens, yeah?
What is 2 away, 10 away?
Oh, that's beyond me.
No. He played 3 to 1 and took a checker off. Instead of
It hurt him.
2 off.
He could have had double aces.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Alright, well, big roll back.
I want a
It's like
6.
11.
I won a 64 Q one time when I was in this position. I took 2 off. My
Mhm.
opponent rolled
This
double
is
aces.
double take, so it would take must be.
Oh, wow.
Like,
That's so,
10%.
that's so gross. So gross.
What'd you say, Ben? What's it 2 away?
I'm looking right now, but I'm just knowing it is a.
So what?
In these sorts of positions, I always cue bet when it gets to these two
The
rolls.
2-roll position was what? 14%.
Yeah. 3 rolls, 21 and a half.
So a little less. Like
It's
what?
11 and a half. So according to that.
7.7 on
Oh, I see.
9.9.
Yeah. So it's still a redouble and a take. But that's because his double ones don't work, right? He really thought
Oh,
for
this
a
is
long
it. The
time.
match is going to be over in 2 rolls. Or 1
Super
roll.
Bowl time! Super Bowl
There it is.
time!
You did it.
is.
You won the super jackpot. Congratulations, Mr. Ashkenazi.
Good. Hopefully the beer's not gone upstairs. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the final there. We have a Longhorn Masters Jackpot finalist. His champion is Victor Ashkenazi. Good cube, good take, even better roll. The end.
congratulations. Boris, congratulations. I still owe you a match from New York.
Yeah, my feeling was that
I think it was the opposite. It started off pretty well. Actually, the first game.
that's not what he just because of you I wasn't even like from in my eyes. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate scenario for me when I had to go with the competition. I didn't win. I knew it's a good, but I almost didn't win just to get to 11. Because I knew, because I don't want to get to the one.
I was saying, so always.
When I your emails up. Oh, you can give them to
Myself.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey Steve, are you going to the thing upstairs or are you watching the game?
Might be going to join somewhere.
I'm probably going over there. Hotel I'm on.
Oh, we can share a car.
Yeah, for sure. Just they're gonna watch Super Bowl and then go to dinner. But apparently Hotel I'm is like really nice. So.
I like your game. I understand. Yeah. No.
Why it's good.
Well,
We all screwed.
At first I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden I saw it.
I know, and you almost blurted it out. I saw you almost. I saw your realization. There was a towel.
Yeah.
A suddenly eclipse.
Yeah, it was so obvious it was invisible.
Дэн? Опять же не понимаю вопрос. Я не знаю, как это случилось. Должен был быть здесь.
Well, but I'm thinking that